everybody. We have our good friend Rlene Steffy here and a new friend of the program, Dr. David Artienza, by way of Madrid, Spain, now teaching anthropology up at the University of Guam. Very good to have you here, Professor.
Thank you.
Okay, Rlene, you've got a very popular show here on KUM TV, and a new episode is coming up, so tell us all about it.
Episode 7 will concentrate on the second part of 4, focusing on the arrival of San Vitores. And the reason I asked Dr. Artienza to join us tonight is to be able to tell the people that when we've received our information initially about that, about San Vitores, it really wasn't as well researched, and maybe at the time only certain information was available. But Dr. Artienza's research has revealed a lot more about San Vitores' arrival, purpose, and activities here. And so I asked him to come with me so he can share his research.
Well, Doctor, your insight very, very appreciated here. So what about the significance of San Vitores to the local people might they find surprising or maybe even enlightening, if that's even the right word?
The basic thing I found is that there's no clear that soldiers came with San Vitores. So the idea we have is the huge army came to impose the Christianity and the colony of the Spanish colony. But looking in the documents, the things are much more complicated. It looks like the first arrival of San Vitores was just 16 to 20 people, and no one was a soldier so far. Then the things became complicated. So that changed totally the vision we should have in this man that came here in 1668.
Now, I don't know a whole lot about anthropology, but I know that documentation is key. You know, like as people, and Rlene, you've stressed this in your program, as you chronicle the evolution of a people and their migration and everything like that. So how hard is it to conduct this type of research without, a great amount of documented evidence?
It's difficult in the sense that one of the purposes that we're doing the show is to present a more accurate or present a more true-to-life account of what happened when we were peopling this area, especially during the early colonization with the Spanish arrival. San Vitores is a real critical personality for the people of Guam. He introduced Catholicism to Guam. And Dr. Artienza's work has helped us to see that what we initially thought and was referenced by other researchers in the area, regional researchers in the area, was mistaken. He did not arrive here with soldiers. And that really presents a very different personality or reception from the people. He was welcome, but the incentive to accept him was not by force. That changed with the issue of Horao, which will come up later. Once the resistance started, once the initial excitement of having this priest on the island and his buffoonery and all his different antics were accepted, and maybe some of the Matao and the Ganya were realizing, wait a minute, this is only supposed to be for us, it's not for everybody else. Dr. Artienza's work has helped us to realize, wow, the military force, which, by the way, San Vitores did request, did not come initial, but it did arrive. And that changed everything.
Now, Professor, is this also, there's a fun element, I would assume, like in this challenge because of anthropology and archaeology, and it's basically like a big puzzle, right? And you've got to put together the pieces and like the times and the dates and the significance of different events and basically telling the story and maybe like filling in some gaps right now.
Yeah. Every time we have a new translation, every new document that came out from the Mark, that are original in Spanish in the 17th, 16th, 18th century, the whole puzzle changed, and the vision we have of the picture changed. And this is what we have to do now, to work in the archives. We have the Mark at the university that is fantastic, and it's open, and everybody can. But we need to form scholars, no? So I hope this program will really awake the interest in a history that is not settled, that is open.
Well, that's amazing research, and thank you for undertaking that, and Rlene, thank you for uncovering this. We can't wait for episode 7 to see it. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very, very big time for those of us who grew up and appreciate.
Yeah, the next 3 or 4 episodes will really be eye openers if the last 6 has not.
All right. Well, thank you both so much.
Thank you very much.
All right.